We're in our fourth year of the Occupy the World Food Prize, and all of us who are part of this Occupy the World Food Prize, we have lives other than Occupy the World Food Prize. But every year, for the last 4 years, we devoted our energy into focusing on the global world food system. And it's all of the people, all of the corporations that run the world from Wall Street, they're out here in Iowa, complete control of the land, air, and sea. Everything. They own the state. They own the churches. I'm telling you, corporatism is so big in this country. It's very hard to get a handle on it. And the folks at Wall Street in the Occupy Wall Street movement 4 years ago had a place to go, because there's a street called Wall Street, and there's buildings, and there's a manifest concrete space in which they can say that's the large world corporate financial systems that's killing us. And they could protest there. But corporate ag is hard to get to. This prize, once a year, manifests a place on the globe where the glories of corporate agriculture are praised. It's here in Des Moines, happens every year with this World Food Prize. It's an opportunity for those of us who are connecting the dots. Lots of people are starting to connect the dots about the planet from lots of different places, that we're bringing it down by the way we're acting. Our business plan on how to feed ourselves is killing us. So that's really what, and trying to break through in Des Moines, Iowa, this concept is not easy. This year, we have a particular difficult time because they bring in a recipient, a guy named Fazo Hasan Adab's organization's Barak from Bangladesh started there. This is a guy who started this corporation, a charity, to help the poorest of the poor, and he's very, very successful at this. Listen, this corporation has grown. It's the largest NGO in the world, and they specialize going to the most troubled countries with people in the most impossible situations, from our point of view, and getting them out of poverty. You know what? That's a hell of a good thing to do. We should be, this is a recipient that does good work. We do good work at the Catholic Worker too, much smaller. We're not as big as those guys. However, we share some things. We are all stuck with the food and resources from corporate agriculture. When we feed people at the Catholic Worker, we feed them with corporate agriculture's food. We have to. It's the only food we have to feed people. When you are doing the works of mercy in the world today, whatever you use to feed somebody, bring them out of poverty, that's a good thing. It's not the whole answer, though, friends. There's an article in the Via Paces I wrote. It's called Bread Alone is Not Enough. A corporate world food prize to a corporate world charity does not equal food justice. Every time the works of mercy are done for anybody in need, small or big, folks need to say, this is a blessing. It's not justice. Doing charity without addressing justice issues is like clapping with one hand. It doesn't work. This food prize, the prize itself is the problem, not the recipients. We need to focus on the prize, the people who own the prize, and script the prize. That's what we're trying to do, and it cuts lots of different places. I'm very glad that Zen's here. She's going to talk to us about the food we're eating, mothers who care about children, the type of health we have. That's all part of this thing. We are what we eat. This is all part of the struggle to save the planet. It's going to take all types of persons, even people like Merlin. You know, Merlin's a business guy. Last year we had a politician here, the Kaseniches. I'm a Catholic worker. We don't believe in politicians. But you know what? This struggle is going to include politicians and business people and people who work in the land, Catholic workers. It's for everybody. And we've got a good start. And though I may be discouraged different times, you may be discouraged different times, 4 years into this campaign, and even the Des Moines Register has to recognize that we're here and that we're standing and that we're going to keep coming and we're not going to quit. Our goal is to claim the prize for the people's prize. Our goal is to see people like the Food Sovereignty Prize people in the State House making the decision who the recipients are. Our goal is to get that house back to the people and away from industrial agriculture. Our goal is a good goal. It's worth doing. I'm glad we're here this year. And I hope we continue to do it year in and year out until we change the culture of food industry here.